Hello, and a very good evening to the Invictus Racing League. This is a Formula One league. Tonight is the pre-season race from Sochi in Russia. I'm your commentator for tonight, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All the leagues, Invictus Racing leagues, are doing pre-season races here at Sochi, and so far it's produced some pretty good racing. So expecting to see more of the same tonight. I apologise in advance if my voice sounds a little bit weird tonight. I've been on and off losing it for the last 2 days, so yeah, hopefully it should hold up for the duration of tonight's event, and I'll do my best to soldier on. We've got 13 drivers racing tonight. Pretty solid turnout for a pre-season race, I would say. Rewind back very shortly to last season, where if you didn't witness what happened, Sam Bamkid won the title. It went down to the last race between him and Gamer the Best. They are both back racing again this season, so could expect to see more good battles between those two. Got some returning faces and some new faces, so it will be interesting to see if if there's any new challenges for the title, or if we're going to see a two-way battle once again between those two. So yeah, the drivers that were here last season as well. I think Nicky was here last season. Ollie, Yaham, I think, was here too. Tibby, Geordie, those are all names that I recognise. Apollo as well, I think. Maybe Brady as well. A few names I'm not so familiar with. They might be new, or they might have gone from other leagues on Invictus Racing League. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone can do here. It's on equal, as it is for the F1, F2 and F3 leagues on Invictus, and it is set to clear conditions because, well, it's pre-season and it makes sense really to set it like that. So we'll have a look at some drivers that are out on the track. Tibby here in the Renault for this season. These are the cars that they'll be driving when the season starts in 2 weeks. The opening track will be Mexico, a bit of a different one, and yeah, there is some shared characteristics between Russia and Mexico. I'd say both tracks have a very tight, twisty final sector, and both have a very long straight at the start of a lap, possibly up to a mile long, especially at Mexico anyway, that's for sure. We'll have a look, see who is going to be starting a lap first. Geordie is, well, two Renaults, Geordie and Tibby. Next week you're on track. These two will be teammates then for this season. There's last season's champions, Sam Bamkid in the Mercedes. And if I got this right, which I think I have, it'll be Yaham who will be the first person on a lap. So let's follow Yaham round in the Toro Rosso. So then down this long straight, there is a slight kink which might count as turn 1, I'm not entirely sure, but it's not really a corner, is it? It's easy for that, even in the wet conditions. Brakes nicely then into the first couple of corners. That was a nice solid line. It's very easy, and found this out earlier on this week at this track. It's very easy to pick up invalidations during qualifying and corner cut penalties during the race, so that's something we'll have to look out for sure. And there is a chance that a lot of people will have to literally only get one clean qualifying lap in, because you do have to push to the limits and it's very easy to overstep them. Oh, and Yaham nearly does that as I speak, as he has a few sideways moments actually. There we go. Just looking for the right. detail to put up there. His lap time, although there's nothing to compare it to at the moment. 34-second middle sector. I think I know what a good first sector time is. I'm not so sure about the other two sectors. It's looked a bit shaky this lap. A few moments of oversteer would suggest that Yaham uses no assist. Yeah, for sure. That was and Yaham opts to go to pits. A little bit unsurprisingly, considering. Here we go then. Tibby then is going to be the first one to set a lap time of 35.0, and Geordie does a 35.2. I was going to try and quickly get on board with him, but I couldn't quite manage it. What about VSR Brady? As Jarjo goes quickest, but not for long. VSR Brady takes the quickest time at 1:33.2, which is, I think, quicker than anything we saw in the Performance League last night. 4 times quicker than Jarjo. Those are very solid lap times. What about Sam Bamkid? He must be... Yeah, let's have a look at Sam Bamkid then. Definitely one of the standout performers last season. Well, the standout performer, of course. He did win the title. He did very well to hold off a late sort of surge from Game of the Best, who was very quick towards the end of the season. Sam Bamkid is not going to complete his opening lap. What about Mormon? No, Mornan, sorry, not Mormon. In the Haas, also heading for the pits. But anybody on a lap then? I think Game of the Best might be on a lap here in the Ferrari. His teammates with Ollie Flavel by the looks of it. For this season, Game of the Best, a very, very strong driver, and will undoubtedly be one of the favourites for a championship again. But his opening gambit isn't going to be good enough for first. It goes third. Oh, 1:34.1. Those top two have set very, very impressive lap times. Oh, and we'll follow Pletsit's round, I think, because he's looking like he's going to improve. Saw a green there. In comparison to his best time, although... Yep, looks good to improve. Yep, goes third, above Game of the Best on a 1:34.0. Solid lap. It's a perfectly acceptable strategy, really, to do a second flying lap, because tyre wear is not really an issue at Sochi. I think you can comfortably do a one-stopper even on slightly old tyres at the start of the race. It's really quite easy. Usually as well you can do ultra soft, super soft. It makes the start of the race incredibly crucial, actually, because if you have contact on lap 1, you have to come in, change your front wing. You kind of compromise for the rest of the race, because there's not really going to be much difference in strategies. And there's going to be, and obviously with no safety car, there's nothing to bunch the field up either. So yeah, you'd probably take it pretty cautiously at the start of the race here, because you definitely don't want your race ruined after lap 1. Running very quickly through the 8 drivers who've set a lap time so far. VSR Brady first, Jarjo in second, Pletsitz in third, Gamer in fourth, Ollie fifth, Tibby sixth, Geordie seventh, and Apollo in 8th. Still 5 drivers who are yet to set a lap time. Let's follow Nicky round, who is about to start a lap in the Force India. See what the Force India can manage. I think a good first sector, you're looking at probably a high 33, low 34, sort of the ballpark, I think. Good first sector. But I think for these guys to get in there like those first 2 rows, you're probably going to need a high 33. So let's see what Nicky manages then. So pretty solid so far, no danger of a corner cutting penalty for what I can see. 34.2. Spectacular first sector, I would say there. Let's Keep following him round. This middle sector is just all about getting the right rhythm. You know, you've got to commit into the corners, but it's a fine line. It's all looks pretty solid to me through there. Of course, it is the F1 league, the top league. You wouldn't expect many errors, but these drivers are only human, of course. 34, I think that's the first sector time again. So, yeah, not much you can tell from that, other than it looks a pretty solid lap, so it should be in the ballpark somewhere. So maybe in the 34s. 35s, definitely somewhere in there. Comes up to the penultimate corner. Plenty of commitment. And yep. Oh, it invalidated. Oh no, it didn't. It went 5th. My bad there. Nicky's gone 5th. I feel it'd be a 34, and it was. Just behind Gamer. Sam Bamkid is on a lap. That can't be right, surely. That must be an out lap unless there's a glitch. Let's see. Looks like he's giving it plenty. Just starting a lap, I think. Gamer's on an out lap. Nicky's improving. Nice second hot lap. I think Lipensky had his time invalidated. From that, I think. Just try to find someone who's on a lap. I saw Nicky actually on a second lap on the tyres. I mean, 10th improvement in the first sector. Looking at maybe getting on into 3rd place here. 2 temps in the middle sector, so yeah, for sure, definitely could be getting himself into P3 and in the high 33s, sorry. As Ollie, I think, has crashed or retired from the session. I think he just retired from the session. Wasn't quite that dramatic. So Nicky ran the last couple of corners then. It's looking good. Yep, goes 3rd, 33.8. Solid improvement, that was a good lap. Tibby wants to improve on P7, but isn't going to manage it. As for last season's champion, Sam Bamkid, not going to get many more attempts after this. Where can the champion go? Sam Bamkid goes 2nd. Nope, it's invalidated again. Oh, well, this is a now or never for Sam. And pre-season is for testing the limits, and so that's what he's doing so far. Who is on a lap? Geordie, I think, is probably the good person to follow at the moment. He's currently in 8th, just behind his teammate. Oh, that looks a handful. Oh, that's wide as well. Don't think it's going to be much of an improvement. It is a slight improvement, goes 7th, my 34.7, but there's definitely more time in there. Just a cart to handful, to be honest. Who should we look at now then? Let's look at Tibby, the other Renault. Must be something about a Renault, although that one's a little bit smoother. Is it enough to put Tibby in front of Geordie on the grid? Tibby goes round the final corner and goes 6th. Great lap above Ollie as well. Sam Bamkid on his one and only lap and goes 2nd. Pulls it out of the bag right at the end, but still a 10th shy of Brady's time. That's front row, that's a solid lap. Gamer only Gamer down in 6th. A little bit surprising from what I saw of his pace towards the end of last season. He looked very strong. What can Giorgio do? Can Giorgio improve? No. Stays 3rd. Nicky's not going quickly. Plexits is still going for it. Plexits, can he improve? It does improve in time, but not in position. Goes into the 33s though. I think that's it. Yep. It's Nicky who's run out of fuel, I think. So I think that's our grid for the F1 Russian Grand Prix, or pre-season race at Russia. Lipensky and Yaham did not manage to set a lap time. Mornan did set a time, but it's only 11, so he'll get free choice of tyres at the start, which could prove to be not the worst. It's not certainly not a disadvantage, that's for sure. So then let's have a look at the grid then. BSR Brady takes pole for Williams. The Mercedes pair of Sam Bamkin and Giorgio looking incredibly strong, second and third. Nicky is in fourth. Plexit's in fifth. Gamer in sixth. Tibby seventh. Ollie eighth. Geordie ninth. Apollo 10th. Morning 11th. Lipensky 12th. And Yaham in 13th. Sounds like someone would have improved to a 34.4, but their time validated. I don't know who that is because their name is different to. Their name's different to what it is on PSN. That might be Yaham actually, if I had to guess. Right, so 20 seconds till the formation lap. Be interesting to see what drivers outside the top 10 have plumped for in terms of tyre choice. Could see a couple maybe trying starting on the super softs. Yep, well, one driver has pumped for the super softs, and that is Yaham. So, and everyone else on super softs. Sort of looking at the teams, I mean, also there's a few drivers not racing tonight, but looking at the drivers or the teams that are looking in good shape. Mercedes for sure. I mean, they've got the champion, and clearly Giorgio's got solid pace as well, so they're looking good. Williams with BSR Brady. Certainly have a very strong driver there. But we'll see the Renault's very competitive. They're sort of in that sort of middle of the group sort of region. You can't rule out Gamer and Ollie as well. Two Ferraris. Yeah. I doubt myself. I was like, are they the two Ferraris? But yeah, they are. We'll just go back and go back with BSR Brady. Okay. Pole position for the Williams. Right lighting up rear tyres on the formation lap. So yeah, it's a one-stop around here unless you have damage at the start, and you probably could still manage a one-stopper, but you would have to take the soft tyre, and that is it's probably not a very quick tyre to be on for the duration of a race. So the drivers line up now. 5 lights. And we're away in Sochi. Good start from pole position from Brady. But Sam Bamkid is right there, and in fact I think has got a slightly better start and he's got the inside line. But it's come down towards turn 1, both Mercedes is challenging the Williams, and someone's gone into the wall. Ollie is already out and we've not even got to turn 1. I think the Sauber lost a bit of his front wing on the back of Brady there. Brady had to go jump the chicane a bit. He's still alongside Sam, surely. Well, surely Sam will not be happy if Brady got a position this way. Sam continues to have the inside line and keeps the lead, but Brady's not giving up on this. Giorgio's got a great view of this. Brady goes down the inside. Oh, that was great racing to not make contact. And Sam just keeps the lead. The top 3 so close to each other, but they've all managed to avoid contact. I think Pletsis has had an incident in sector 1. We'll look back at that at the end of the first lap. Oh, it calms down at the front because the battle's raging between these 3 at the moment. Brady's right in the slipstream of Sam. Of course, no DRS as of yet, but when you're that close, I don't think you need it. As he looks to be outside and inside, Sam blocking every angle off, not allowing Brady to go through. I think there's another yellow flag now. He's got the undercut. Is he going to go down the inside? Sam's gone wide. Sam's gone far too wide, and he's lost, I think he's lost 2 positions there. He has. Sam down to 3rd. Not just behind Brady, but behind Giorgio as well. So we cross line for the first time. Brady leads Giorgio, Sam Bamkid, Nicky in 4th. Tibby 5th, Gamer 6th, Apollo 7th. Plexits has got a 5-second stop go penalty and has had just a complete nightmare for start. Oh, and Tibby having to defend from Gamer. Oh, and that's put him wide, and Gamer will try and go round the outside, and that's a fantastic move from Gamer up into P5. And he can start charging after the cars in front, who built up a little bit of a gap, but it's not too bad. But Gamer's gone wide. That's a really poor corner from Gamer. And Tibby will have a little look, but I think twice. Oh, further down the order, Geordie trying to fend off Yarham, who's had a good start on her super softs. So yeah, wow, what incredible drama at the start. Absolutely amazing. Yellow flags are still out for Ollie, as Apollo already has a 3-second time penalty, but he is all over the back of Tibby for P6. Both Renaults having to defend, and cars behind them, and everything's going on here. Apollo down the inside, goes past Tibby, but Tibby's going to go for the... Oh, this is superb racing, but Tibby won't find any grip there. And Apollo has got the position, and behind Yarham has got the position on Geordie, so both Renaults losing a position there. Not good for them at all. Yarham has had a fantastic start on the super softs. And that's not a bad place to be at all. Is there... Oh, Nicky's closed right to the back of Sam, who's struggling for race pace at the moment. And can Nicky have a go into turn 1? Not quite. He'll put pressure on though. Try and force Sam into a mistake. And actually, let's go on board with Gamer here, because he's got a perfect view of this. Always Nicky looking for a way past as Gamer fights the car there. That was something. Giorgio is not too far behind the leader Brady either, so that could be a battle soon. Also, Yarham has already closed it to the back of Tibby. Those super softs are working really well for him, as Nicky gets a time penalty. However, he probably won't be the last person. It's just one of those tracks, I'm afraid. Let's see then, is anyone close enough for a move here? Doesn't look like it at the moment, but there is a battle behind Yarham and Tibby. Is Yarham about to gain another position? You bet he is. Up to P7, having a belting start from 13th on the grid. Making up positions left, right and centre at the moment. And the two Renaults now align astern in 8th and 9th place. We will cut back though to Nicky. All of a sudden I think there's been a mistake Oh no, Giorgio's down to 4th. What happened there? He was way out in 2nd. He must have made a mistake somewhere. So now Sam's up to 2nd, Nicky's up to 3rd, although Nicky's under pressure already from Giorgio and Gamer. Oh, and Giorgio looking at a move, but nothing doing there. Behind them, Yaham now past Apollo. He is on the charge. Oh, and what a stunning battle this is. Giorgio and Nicky going for it. Nicky down the inside. Oh, a littlest bit of contact, but they avoid a pretty bad collision. No, they don't, because Nicky has got past Giorgio slightly controversially there, I would say. And Gamer's got past as well, and Giorgio is dropping like a stone from 2nd to 5th in less than a lap. Well, our mistake has really cost him, as Yaham has, well, Yaham's now lost 2 positions as well, so yeah, it's impossible to keep up with everything that's happening here. A Gamer has got a slipstream on Nicky. Can Gamer make a move? Quite. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to go too attacking here because he'll leave a door open to an attack from Giorgio. But he's always looking, but there's no way through there. Oh, and I think Nicky is letting Giorgio through, I want to say, but I can't really tell. Oh, and yeah, I think he's letting him through. Yaham's had to pit. Oh, it's a real shame. Yaham had made a great start. He's gone to a penalty, I think, as well. No idea what's happening there. Nicky now, I think he was giving him position back, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. And oh, with more contact between the pair. Getting very spicy this battle, that's for sure. These two are going at it. They're allowing Sam and Gamer to pull ahead a bit, to be honest. They're losing each other time, as Tibby's also looking at the back of a Sam of Apollo behind these two. Some great racing, some really feisty competitive stuff. It might be pre-season, but these lot have already got well into it. Oh, and Nicky's ran wide there, but a bit to a warning there. Tibby looking at the back of Apollo again. Meanwhile, at the front, VSR Brady stretched his lead over Sam to 3 seconds. A very solid start from him. Gamer is up to 3rd now, and learn how dangerous he can be. And speaking of this, Tibby is all over the back of Apollo. Is he going to have a move? No, not quite close enough. I think Yaham switched on to the softs in the hope that they can get him to the end of a race. And I hope the yellow flag glitch is not preventing overtakes, because that would really be irritating if it was. But yeah, Tibby's in a good spot here, gets a good run out of the final corner. He could definitely have a move on Apollo, that's for sure. And doesn't look like the best run out of a corner, but it's close enough. Let's see if we can have a go. On board with him here. Closing on Apollo slowly, but not closing enough. I'll try and set him up into maybe corner after this next one. He gets a good exit. Let's see. Apollo defending well there, not giving him any chance for now. So a quick look at position change from the start then. Despite all that mayhem at the start of the front, Brady and Sam are exactly where they were as Nicky picks up, I think that's his 2nd penalty. Gamer up 3 places, very good start for him. Giorgio and Nicky down 1 each. Apollo up 4, great start from him. Kinda didn't realise what a good start the Sauber had had. Tibby stays at 7th, Geordie up 1, Lipensky up 3. Morning up 1, Plesis was a real loser there, down 6 places. Had a bit of an incident at the start, and of course Yaham up 1, and Ollie of course did not make it to turn 2, unfortunately. Big incident, but I didn't really saw a corner in my eye, so I'd have to, I don't really know what went off there, to be honest. We'll quickly switch back here to Giorgio, who is closed in on Gamer for P3. Got the DRS of course, but I think he's quite close enough. No, not close enough as yet. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. It's all seemed to have kind of cooled off after that quite lively start. Giorgio will want to make up for lost time, and Gamer's had a really poor exit there. Can Giorgio have a look? Down the inside he's going to! It's aggressive, but he leaves Gamer the space. Gamer is still there. He's still going around the outside, but there just isn't room! Oh, and they've collided! I think Gamer lost traction on the exit and just lit up the rear tyres, and well, I think he'd have clinged onto it, but unfortunately that's where Giorgio was, and that caused his car to step out on him. I was unlucky that. I don't think there was any wrongdoing there from either driver. It's just one of those things. It was good, hard, fair racing, but sometimes it doesn't always go as you'd like it to. Still, Gamer's still up in 8th, and we all know with the pace he has that he won't be done in terms of getting a good result here today. Nicky's closed back into Giorgio now because of that. Don't know if he'll be close enough to go down the straight. Closing, but not closing enough. As Sam picks up a 3-second time penalty, that would have been for that corner that Nicky and Giorgio just gone through. It's starting to close in a bit on Brady. Got down to 2.3 seconds. And Gamer's just picked up a penalty as well, trying to make up for lost time, I think, there. But yeah, like I said, it's probably not even worth paying too much attention to the penalties, because I'd be shocked if there's probably maybe 1 or 2 that might not get penalties. There you go, there's another one. So it's just a case of, well, trying to get disqualified. Obviously you don't want to pick up too many, of course. We'll go back on with Gamer, who's starting to close in on Geordie's Renault. See if he can start his comeback through the field here, as Sam continues to close that gap to Brady, now under 2 seconds. Only the bottom 2 drivers have pitted, and I think that was due to damage. So the drivers at the front still yet to make their first and only stops. Probably start to expect to see them in around lap 10 or 11. Oh, and Gamer's got a bit of a run on Geordie here. He's very, very close. Can he make the move down the straight? He looks in a good position. I don't think that there'll be any answer from Geordie in the slipstream. Let's see. Gamer goes to the outside. Geordie's still there, but oh, Gamer just has a bit more overspeed going into the corner, and Gamer is up to 7th. Next target will be the other Renault of Tibby. Yeah, the top 4 now is exactly as it started. You'd think you'd be forgiven for looking at that and thinking, well, it's been a bit boring, hasn't it? Not at all. It's been drama throughout, but somehow the top 4 have all ended up where they were. Oh, and hello, Sam has suddenly closed in on Brady for the lead. I know he was starting to gain a little bit, but I think Brady must have made a mistake, because Giorgio's not too far behind either. Maybe Brady's starting to struggle on his tyres or something, I don't know. But he's now under pressure from last season's champion. Sam will want to prove why he was champion and prove it again this season. And even though it's pre-season, he'll want to set his stall out early, but Apollo's disconnected as Sam pits. That's shame for Apollo, running up in 5th place. Sam is the first person to pit at the end of lap 9. super softs as you would expect, but maybe going for the undercut, go for track position, as also Tibby also pits. Where's Sam going to rejoin? Is he going to have any traffic? That's really what he'll want to avoid if possible. I think he's alright. He's going to have a bit of a gap to Mornan in front of him. Yeah, 2 Haas cars are a bit way down the straight here, so Sam can push here and try and get the undercut on Brady. Surely you'd think Brady will have to respond and pit the next lap, otherwise he risks losing the lead. Otherwise he may think, oh, he might just think that Sam will get him regardless, and he might think I'll take the tyres a little bit longer and try and get him at the end. So we'll just see what tactics Brady employs here. I think Sam's tried to push him into an earlier pit stop than he would have anticipated. Oh, and Tibby's rejoined just in front of Yarham. These two were battling earlier, I think, but Tibby's on quicker tyres, so you'd think that he'd pull away, but doesn't look like it so far. Yarham will try and line up a move down the second DRS straight that are on now, but while that's happening, Sam Bamkid is going for a move on Lipinski, round the outside. Oh, and I think Lipinski was caught out by when he broke there. Lipinski must have made a mistake, because he's dropped behind Mornan as well, as the top 5 are all in the pits. And this is where we stay with Sam Bamkid to see if Brady is leapfrogged by the Mercedes driver. Will that drama with the Haas car have prevented him from taking the lead? No, it hasn't. Sam is in the lead, and that's over the pit lane line, but alright. Brady rejoins, Jarjo rejoins behind Lipinski. That's not what he wanted, that's for sure. Mornan now is a provisional leader and could actually have a say in how this lead battle goes, because Sam will have to overtake him soon, and it'll be interesting to see how easy or difficult Mornan makes that for him, as Yarham unfortunately crashes out of the race, or well, retires from the race, should I say. Sam already right behind Mornan here. Try and line up. I said try and line up for DRS straight, but he's so close already, and Brady does not want to take advantage of this. There's contact between the Haas and the Mercedes. It looks like Sam's got ahead. No, they're side by side here. Let's go on board with Brady, because he'll have a great view of this. Oh! And it goes down the inside. Brady's going to take it. Is he? I think he is. Brady has used Mornan to get past Sam Bamkid and take the lead. That was really, really good play there. Good racecraft. And Brady has the lead over Sam Bamkid here. Giorgio in 3rd, Lipinski 4th, Nicky just behind him 5th, and you imagine on newer tyres, Lipinski won't really have much to defend with. Not a bad straight line speed though. Goes for the inside, but nothing doing there. And Sam Bamkid is right up behind VSR Brady still. This is the battle for the actual lead here, because these two are both pitted, they'll be going to the end. And this is a battle I think that's going to go down to the death. Brady will want to show that he's got championship material against the champion, of course. And he's got some defending to do here. Comes a little bit wide there, doesn't want to give Sam too much confidence. Looks like he's got a pretty poor run out of there as well, so... And Giorgio is right there here as well, so this is a three-way battle here. Is Sam going to go for the move on the Williams driver? No, he's not quite close enough. Giorgio now, it's the two-pronged Mercedes attack on the Williams. Now, will the Mercedes work together, or will they work against each other. It'll be interesting to see. Oh wow, the two Mercedes side by side. Down the opening straight, can Giorgio get the move done on Sam? He's on the inside. He's broken later than Sam. And he's got the move done. Very nice move, and Giorgio up to second, and that's given Brady a little bit of leeway, and I think Sam got a penalty there for the line he had to take into the corner, so Sam might not be too pleased with that, but yeah, Brady will be definitely happy about that. He'll try and pull away if he can. He hasn't got that much of a lead out of it, but just relieves the pressure ever so slightly. Now everyone has stopped now, I've just realised, and Plexits is up to 5th. Oh, did he pit earlier? If he didn't, I tell you what, Plexits is in a good position here. I didn't realise he's made a good comeback because he was struggling at the start. I think he had a bit of an incident. Yeah, Gamer in 6th, Tibby 7th, Geordie 8th. Okay. But this is where the battle is at. It's the top 3 here. All within 2 seconds of each other. And they're all going to the end on the tyres they're on. So this is the battle to the end. There's no more strategy. It's all about racing now. Who can get the upper advantage and take a big mental head start on the others going into the season opener in a couple of weeks. Brady at the moment is in the lead, but you get the feeling he'll have some defending to do before this race is out. Plexis is under pressure from Gamer. Gamer, can he take P5? I think he can. Just too much straight line speed with the help of DRS, and Plexis couldn't defend that. Gamer up to 5th. Nicky will be next on his list, but there's got a bit of a gap to make up on that one. Well, it's early days, of course, only halfway into the opening pre-season race, but Giorgio's setting his stall out here against Brady. Sorry, not Brady, Sam, his own teammate. You know, he's not going to be a number 2 driver to Sam, and it looks like, at least at his track anyway, he's had to be a bit of the upper hand on Sam so far. But he'll want to go one step higher than that and get past Brady. Easier said than done, of course. But he is within DRS range if he can stay that close. Depends what sort of run he gets out of here. Gap down to 6 tenths. Giorgio set the fastest lap. He really is on the march here. Brady might have some defending to do at the end of his straight. Plexits has retired. I think he must have crashed. Oh no, I think he's just retired. Oh. He's in a good position. That is slightly surprising. No way through Giorgio yet. You can see it's so tantalisingly close as the Williams driver. Polo's had a bit of an incident as well. He was running higher up the field. He's now down to 11th or 10th as it will be soon. It's unfortunate for him, he didn't quite see what happened there. But Giorgio is right on the back of Brady here, and this could be the opportunity he needs to get the lead. He's right in the slipstream. DRS will surely assist him with this. But where's he going? He's going to the outside. He's going to the outside. He's outbraked himself. Oh, and I thought he was heading straight for the barrier there. And that's helped Brady remain just about in front, but it is very close. And if they continue to battle like this, it'll allow Sam to close in, of course. This is getting interesting now for sure. He'll have another chance here down the pit straight. He's so close once again. He's going to be in the tow. Is he going to get close enough before the corner? I'm not sure he is. Maybe he might be using a bit of rich mix there to fend Giorgio off. It's so close though. He could have a go here into the next turn if he can get a good run out here. He's gone to the outside. Brady knows he's there and fends him off. Good defending once more from the Williams driver. Get the feeling Giorgio's going to have to make a good move to get past Brady. He's not going to give it to him easily, that's for sure. He could have a good run out of here actually. Oh, he's gone for the inside! Oh, that was a little bit overambitious, but I suppose he figured he had to try something the way Brady was defending. Thankfully, they've both come out of it unharmed. We're still in first and second, but Sam has closed in a little bit. This battle is very intense, that's for sure. Look how close he is, right on his bumper. There's nothing Brady can do to shake him off. He's just going to have to try and defend and hope it's enough. This could very well come down to penalties between these three because there's nothing splitting them on track. It's brilliant to see the top three literally all in shot of each other. I don't think he's going to be close enough come turn one. I think Brady's alright. Yep. Doesn't need to go defensive either, which is good. As Giorgio picks up another penalty there for running over the curb a bit too much. Tibby has retired. Again, another weird retirement though. Didn't win the points, I suppose. Maybe he found out all he wanted to from the race. He's top two and you can't separate them. And Giorgio's got a good run. Is he going to have a look? Not quite. Oh, but they're side by side. Oh, he's tried to squeeze him out, Brady. He's doing everything he legally can do to hold him off. Has Giorgio got enough of a toe here to have a look? Oh, he's having a look. Oh dear, that's gone wrong. Luckily, Brady held it, and I feel like Giorgio may have to give that place back. Interesting to see if he does. The thing is, he's got a problem because, well, I think Brady's sort of weaving to make that point clear that he should be getting let through. But Giorgio's got to be careful because, oh, Giorgio has let Brady through. That's good to see. And he hasn't let Sam through, which I was going to say is might be the problem he has. Oh yeah, of course, Paul is down in ninth because he disconnected. Just 8 drivers remain then. And Brady keeps the lead. He's defending superbly against Giorgio. A real brilliant display of defensive driving to hold off the Mercedes pair. Brady's just got a 5-second stop-go penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. Oh, he's got a penalty because Giorgio let him through and there's that glitch. I don't think that'll count at the end of his results. Oh, and has got the undercut on Brady. Brady might not be able to defend this time, but Giorgio has left the opportunity open for him to have a go back at him. And that's exactly what Brady has done, and well, Giorgio got in front of Brady for a mere few seconds really. This will be getting frustrating for the Mercedes driver, and I wonder if the team may say give Sam a chance to have a go at him, because Giorgio can't seem to get the move done. We've got to credit Brady, he's defending on the limit, but it's fair alright, and it's very, very effective. Putting his car exactly where it needs to be. And this is a cracking battle for the race win. You get the feeling it's going to come down to penalties, unfortunately, but who cares about that? It's all about the on-track action. Giorgio is not close enough this time around. Nicky can't really get close to his top three despite the battle. 4 seconds adrift at the moment. Another penalty for Giorgio then. Giorgio really pushing it. Don't think you have to worry about the tyres too much. Worth knowing that Sam paid a little earlier than these two though, so he may struggle with tyres later on in the race. Giorgio has got a good toe here on Brady. Is he going to look to the inside? He is indeed. Oh, and they made contact again. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant, edge of your seat stuff. And he goes to the inside again. Brady holds him off again. How is he doing this? This is absolutely brilliant. Sam now is becoming a bit more than an interested spectator though, and they might have to look behind him soon because Sam might want a piece of his action as well, and Giorgio again is in the slipstream. What could he do? He's gone very defensive, Brady. He knows the threat that Giorgio carries. He's gone to the inside. He's had to go off the track, I think. Shocking camera angle. And Brady keeps the lead again. I don't know how he's managing this. It's superb, it really is. Giorgio still stuck behind the Williams. No way through from here, you've just got to stay close and try to make any mistakes. He literally couldn't be much closer. He's running right on his gearbox. Oh, and he's gone for Ricciardo-esque sort of feint to move one way and then go the other. If anything, no, it's kind of put him at the prey of his teammate. Brady once again not falling for it. Giorgio tried everything he knows to try and get past, but it is not enough at the moment. And Gamer has actually overtaken Nicky, and he'll start to close in on these three. It couldn't be a four-way battle, could it? That really would be something. One thing is for sure, it's testing my voice. As we start lap 21, and oh, and that's a big moment for Brady, and that's going to put him right at the prey of Giorgio here. He's surely once again he's going to have to go defensive. He's not gone defensive. And Giorgio goes for it. Oh, and he has to run wide. Does Brady? He will say that he was pushed off the track. Maybe Giorgio will say again, advantage, who knows. Well, this is scintillating stuff, it really is, and you can see behind them 4th and 5th place are closing as well. This could soon be a 5-way battle for the win. This is unbelievable, to quote Malk. It really is unbelievable. Well, I think Giorgio's tried about every trick in the book here. I don't know what he's going to try next, but he's still just as close as what he was before, but is there anything he can try? Is he going to try and dive down the inside here again? He's in the slipstream, he's definitely within range. Nope. He stays behind for now. Maybe trying to... Oh, and I think there's a bit of contact there, and I think Giorgio has lost some of his front wing. And that could put pay to him having a chance of winning this Grand Prix. If I'm right in what I saw, then he may decide to let his teammate through because he'll really suffer now with the lack of downforce. through yet. You can see he's ever so slightly gone off the back of Brady. And you'll have to assume that's down to the damage. You can see Gamer is on the charge, and Sam, if Giorgio has got front wing damage, Sam will want to be let through here, because it's affecting Sam as well, as Sam goes wide and picks up a penalty. And yet Sam has been let through by Giorgio. I think that's wise. There's no point compromising both their races. Now Sam will try and chase down Brady. Brady will shake it off one Mercedes, but he'll have to deal with another soon. I don't think Giorgio's going to be quite so keen to let Gamer through, but is there much you can do with the damage to defend? Let's see. Gamer goes to the outside. Giorgio tries to defend, but Gamer makes an absolutely brilliant overtake. Stuck with him around the outside. Fair play to Giorgio. He gave him room, but he's gone down the inside. He loves that move. But Gamer is wise to it and gives him a friendly shove off the track there. As Nicky looks down the inside of Gamer, but can't manage it and picks up a penalty for doing so. This is incredible stuff. Can Gamer gaff to Sam now, or is Giorgio gonna have a look at him into turn one? Let's see. Nope. Oh, Giorgio broke very late, but Giorgio's been disqualified. Giorgio has been disqualified for multiple penalties. I did notice his name up there a few too many times, and yeah, that's a learning curve for sure. But he's got a tremendous pace, and most tracks are not usually this bad for track limits. So I'm sure we'll see him at the front for many races to come, and he's certainly shown a glimpse of what he can do tonight. Some great pace and some great battling between him and Brady. So he's definitely contributed to the entertainment value here. So now then, Gamer is closing in a bit on Sam. Can he get close enough to have a go? These two, of course, battled for the title on the very last race of last season. So a bit of rivalry already there, you suspect, and it's resumed already, so to speak. Brady now, thanks to all that drama, has got a bit of a lead. We'll just see if Sam can do anything to close that gap. Just 4 laps to go, of course. And I think Sam might have to worry about the car behind him at the moment, because Gamer has definitely closed in. And he's got a good slipstream here. I don't think he's close enough though, as of yet, but oh, and Sam picks up another penalty. He has to be careful as well. I think everybody does to an extent now. It's been a lot of penalties, the corner cutting. Oh, Gamer just losing control a bit of the back end of the car then. He's definitely pushing to get past the Mercedes. The top 4 separated by next to nothing, and of course we had Giorgio in there as well. It's been an incredibly tight race at the front. Fantastic entertainment, I have to say. It's the best race I've ever seen at Sochi, that's for sure. Although in IRL there's not really much competition for that one. Gamer now has got a good run once again on Sam. Is he close enough this time? Not quite. But he just needs one brilliant exit, or Sam to make one slip up and he'll be through. Sam will know that for sure. But you get the feeling that these two are very, very good drivers, and it would take a lot for one of them to make a mistake, even when pressure is on them. It looks like Brady's looking good for the win, providing he doesn't have any issues with his tyres. But who is going to get second? Gamer gets ever closer to Sam, but once again just runs out of straight, I think, in the end. Sam has to be careful over that curve. I think seeing go wide a few too many times through there. Doesn't want to get end up disqualified like his teammate. But undoubtedly that pressure that Gamer is putting on him is definitely telling, and he gets another penalty as I say that. Gamer's sort of thereabouts, but he just can't get close enough to have a look into one of the corners. So I wonder if he'll feint at a move soon, just sort of let Sam know he's there. Although I'm pretty sure Sam knows. He's got to try and unnerve Sam if he can. Oh, and there's a mistake he wanted. Sam running wide and can't gather the rear end of the car up, and Gamer goes down the inside and takes P2, but Sam will go for a good exit. He's not giving up on this. There's nowhere for him to go. Gamer has taken P2 off Sam, and it was just one mistake. I said it might be. One mistake has cost Sam there. Maybe his tyres are starting to go past their best. He has been on them since lap 9. He was the first to pit. So you suspect Gamer's tyres might be in slightly better shape than Sam's. It's a good drive from Gamer. He didn't have the best qualifying, but he's come alive in the race. And despite that that spin he had before, he's done a good comeback drive here. Oh, and Nicky had a huge moment there in the background. Might have seen that there, but yeah, almost put down the wall there, Nicky. That would have been a real shame. Another good drive as well in the Force India up in 4th. I think just always been slightly off this leading sort of group of 3 or 4. But nevertheless has stayed in touch and driven very, very well. Looking at the rest of the field, because I haven't really had a chance to look at it, there's been so much going on. Geordie in 5th for Renault, Mornan and Lipensky, the 2 Hasses, 6th and 7th, and Apollo's Ghost car in 8th. So just the 7 drivers left now, a lot of drivers DNFing. So, well, maybe some drivers figured out that they sort of learned what they wanted to learn, and maybe want to keep their cards close to their chest ahead of a season opener. We just have we're on the final lap now. Brady's just started the final lap. He's looking good for the win, penalties permitting, and Gamer's looking good for 2nd. Sam just isn't quite able to get in DRS range at the moment. So unless Gamer makes a mistake or Brady makes a mistake, I think it's going to be as you were on this last lap. So Gamer picks up a penalty. So I think we'll follow Brady around this last lap. It's been a fantastic drive. Some of the defensive driving that Brady's produced has been nothing short of world class. It really has. To keep Giorgio behind him at a time where Giorgio was driving really well, making a lot of aggressive attacking moves, but Brady stayed composed and put his car where he needed to and defended his lines, and when he did get overtaken he made sure that it wasn't for very long. So fully deserving of a victory and setting out his stall ahead of the season. You know, he'll want to prove that he can challenge for a title, and well, he's certainly shown here today that he's got the potential. Just got this last tricky little sector to negotiate, and he'll pick up a very well earned victory. Round the final corner then, and the Williams of VSR Brady takes a very, very well earned victory with a spectacular run across the line. Gamer takes 2nd, Sam takes 3rd. Nicky actually goes up to 3rd because of penalties. You can see Brady actually was very clean. I'm not sure he got a penalty, and if he did, it was only 1. Geordie will take P5. Bit of a race of his own really, but it's a solid drive. Had some good battles early on. Did both of Renaults actually. 5th for Geordie. Morning in the Haas. Sixth place for Morden. And Lipinski's the last of the runners and riders to finish. I hope you all enjoyed the commentary tonight. I've done my best with my voice. Hopefully it's not sounded too throaty. And yeah, it's been a very, very exciting race. I was hoping, part of me was hoping it would be a bit calmer to rest my voice a bit, but not to be the case. Yeah, some battling at the front. If that's a sign of things to come, this is going to be a very exciting season. And yeah, Mercedes have definitely got a lot of positives to take with them to Mexico in a couple of weeks. So there's how the race finished. Quite a few penalties, as you would expect. Yeah, oh geez, 16 seconds, 18 seconds, yeah. Credit to all the drivers. So it was a very tough race out there. As for my driver of the day, quickly, couple of mentions. Nicky went a bit under the radar, but drove very solidly, consistently, and took third thanks to a few less penalties than Sam. So very fair play to Nicky there. Gamer had a very good drive through the field after some early contact, but you can't look past VSL Brady for driver of the day. That defensive display was nothing short of brilliant, really. Some of the best defensive driving I've seen in a very long time. So fair play to him for that. And yeah, that's pretty much everything from me. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to all the drivers for putting on an excellent show. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Goodbye.